One world, really. A look at why we're still divided. We live on one planet, right? One giant rock floating in space. You'd think with all this shared space, we'd all just get along. But humans, we're complicated. Imagine trying to get cats to agree on something. That's us trying to unite the world. The truth is, uniting all countries is like trying to fit puzzle pieces from different puzzles together. They just weren't made to fit. Throughout history, different parts of the world have developed their own cultures, beliefs, and ways of life. Think of the world like a giant apartment building. Each country has its own apartment with its own rules and decorations. Sometimes neighbors borrow sugar and get along great. Other times they fight over parking spaces and play loud music at night. The big question is, can we ever get all the neighbors in the world to agree? Let's take a closer look at why that's so hard. History's tug-of-war, land, power, and why we fight. History is messy, like really messy. For centuries, countries have been fighting over land, resources, and power. It's like a giant game of Risk, but with real lives at stake. Think about all the wars and conflicts in history. Many were about one group trying to control another, often for their own benefit. This created deep wounds and mistrust between nations, making it hard to come together. Even today, we see the echoes of these past conflicts. Old rivalries and grudges die hard. It's like two families still fighting over a pie someone ate 100 years ago. Lost in translation, how culture keeps us apart. Culture is a powerful thing. It shapes how we see the world, how we interact with each other, and what we value. But sometimes these differences can make it hard to understand each other. Imagine trying to explain the rules of cricket to someone who's only ever seen baseball. Or trying to share a meal when one person eats with chopsticks and the other with a fork. Language barriers, religious differences, and even different ideas about humor can all create misunderstandings and conflict. It's like trying to build a house when everyone speaks a different language. Politics and power plays the rules of the global game. Politics, don't even get me started. It's like a reality TV show but with higher stakes. Every country has its own political system, its own leaders, and its own interests. Some countries want to cooperate and work together. Others are more interested in looking out for themselves, even if it means stepping on a few toes. And let's not forget about power. Some countries have a lot of it, and they're not always eager to share. Others have less and often feel like they're being ignored or taken advantage of. It's a delicate balancing act, and it's not easy to get everyone on the same page.